All right, we are recording. Happy Monday, Inspire Beauty. Happy November. We are officially in a new month, and I want to start with a couple just takeaways I had / housekeeping from the surge that Carl Deichler hosted on the TBB 411 page today. I shared it into our team page, so if you didn't get a chance, it's about an hour long. So if you don't have an hour to sit, which I know most of us do not have an hour to just sit and listen to something, listen to it as you drive in your car. Open your phone up tomorrow while you're driving to work and pull that out and listen to as much as you can, and then, piece that together in different car rides. That's what I did to be more efficient with stuff like that when I was teaching full time. So give that a listen. One of the people that spoke, Amber Kuiper, she is actually a part of not our Inspire Beauty team. She's actually a part of our upline. She is on Team Iron, which is my upline's team. So that being said, it's so cool to get onto those things. Oh, Gabriel has the webcam. Love it. It's really cool to get on those things, you guys, because it makes it more human. Like sometimes we do this business or we are part of this team and we're like, yeah, I know Brittany, like she's our leader, but like you don't see that there's like actual other normal human beings who are just like you and me, who are making amazing things happen in not only their lives, but the lives around them. And it offers a lot of hope and inspiration. Same thing with the National Wake Up Call. I listen to those religiously every week because in the National Wake Up Call, I'm able to see that I'm just not so different than these other people. And it truly is possible for me to hit my goals and achieve success and help others along the way. So highly suggest that you tune in, listen to that. But I am going to share a couple little housekeeping takeaways. So they extended the November to Remember sign up. Now, I know this is really confusing because we have a November to Remember challenge group. There's also a November to Remember challenge. That's like the Team Cup challenge that we had in August, except it's with two. It's with a partner. So right now we've got myself and Jessica, we're on a team, and then Rebecca and Natalie are on another team. And so we've got two teams right now. You need two people, so you and a friend. But they extended the sign up to Wednesday, which is awesome because that gives our team more of an opportunity to decide to join in on this. Now, what do you get? Well, it's just a fun it's a fun way to kind of earn Success Club and earn prizes. So if you hit Success Club, you earn a Team Beachbody Coach hat, which is pretty cool looking. I'm excited for it. And then other prizes include money along the way. Like if you're one of the top, I think in your region, I think it's the top 8 in each region, get $2,000 each. And then there is money that's going to the PTA, to local PTAs. So when you sign up, you can sign up your PTA or whatever program. So like band programs out there that need money. This is an opportunity for you to fundraise money essentially towards that. So keep that in mind. Wednesday is the last day for that. If you're looking for a partner, make sure you go to the team page, reach out on there, say, hey, I want to do November to Remember. Is there anybody out there that would like to do it with me? One last thing that I wanted to say, and Amber said this actually as she was speaking. She said that when she talks to people about the cost of Shakeology, and I was like, this is brilliant. Why have I not thought of this before? Instead of saying, oh, it's $130 a month, she breaks it down by week. When she's initially talking to somebody and says that it's $30 a week. And that sounds a lot better than $130 in a month, right? And so when you say it's about $30 a week, that just, it takes a little of the edge off. Then, if that person's really serious about it, you can talk about how you pay for it all at once. And so there's the breakdown. But rather than, even when we say $4 a day, around $4 a day, sometimes that can even seem like just people in their head are like, I don't know, like, I don't want a $4 shake. So $30 a week to me seems like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And it seems doable. So I wanted to share that verbiage with you. But tonight, you guys, that's it for what I wanted to share from the surge. But tonight, guys, I want to talk about getting into 2018. And you're probably like, Brittany, you are crazy. Like, it's still 2017. We still have 8 weeks left. We're 2 months away from the new year. In fact, when my planner came in the mail the other day, Charlie, I showed it to him, and I was so excited. I'm like, look what came in the mail. And he wasn't excited. And I was like, Charlie, is there a reason why you're not excited about my planner? He's like, oh, you want me to get excited about a planner that you don't need to use for another 2 months? And I was like, okay, first of all, that's ew, like you're rude. Second of all, I need to use it because I need to plan ahead. So hence the name planner, right? But I got my new planner. It's totally blank. I haven't written anything in it yet, but it's actually the same as the one that I used this year, just different cover. But it's called the Bloom. It's from Bloom. So I think it's bloom.com. Bloomplanner.com. Yeah. Bloomplanners.com is their website, but I get the Vision Planner. So if you can see on the inside here, it's called the Vision Planner, and it gives you every month. Let me get to the top of the month. Every top of the month, it gives you spaces to fill in your goals in all areas of life. And then if you want, you can break those goals down into weekly bite-sized pieces of like what actions you have to do to get there. So I like this because it allows me to have in one location my goal setting. So bloomplanners.com, that's where I get mine from. And it's really reasonable. This is like I think it's $28 for the planner, which is, it's pretty reasonable and it's durable. Mine held up all year for 2017. So I loved it, decided to get the same one. And it's also, if you're like me, I should be getting commission from them right now on this pitch. Anyway, if you're like me, it's vertical and I see like my day vertically. I don't see it horizontally, so I can't deal with horizontal planners. So it's a vertical planner. And then like down here, you can like put in your workouts. There's little water things. So if you want to track your water or like your meals at the bottom, that's where I actually, I plug in like what my blog article is going to be that day, but you could plug in anything in the bottom. There's extra space for that cool stuff. So that's the Bloom Planner, and I'm in love. But I got a planner, and I started getting everything ready, and I was like, I need to talk to the team about this. I need to talk to you guys about this because I want you to be in my head of why it's the beginning of November, and I already have my planner, and I already have kind of an agenda. So there's 3 kind of categories I'm going to talk about tonight. One is for you, like why you need to prep now for you. The other category is why you need to prep right now because of the opportunity to inspire others along the way. And the last one we're going to talk through is why prepping now is going to help make it easier for you to pay it forward, okay? So inspiring others and actually paying it forward, meaning you run challenge groups or you sign up coaches onto your team or whatever that looks like. Inspiring others and actually paying it forward are 2 different things. And so I want to make sure I break those into separate categories. So let's talk about you first. There is no better time, you guys, to hop on the wagon than now, right? And I've got the ladies who are on tonight, you guys are on the wagon. Like I know that for a fact. All of you are plugged into challenge groups. All of you are actively, taking care of your nutrition and taking care of your workouts. And so you know what I mean when I say there's no better time to hop on than now. But the reality is not everybody gets that, right? And so by you doing that, you are being an example for other people. You are a leader in this industry, essentially, for why you don't need to wait. Okay, so a couple things that, help me to get organized and get myself ready for a new year is 1, buying a planner. Okay, the other thing that helped me is to print off more trackers. So this is my my tracker book, and it's completely empty right now because it's for 2018. But let me show you, or let me tell you why it's important. So I've got my current tracker book here, okay? And what happens is, like, let's say today I asked Alexandria, her and I are talking about joining a challenge group. And let's say that Alexandria tells me, right now money's just really tight, I can't do it. And she ends up telling me no, okay? I'm always gonna ask when I can follow up with her. And so if she says, after the holidays would be a great time, well, I wanna be able to write that down in my tracker. And so I needed to get my tracker ready and geared up for the new year because I already want to be having all those no's, because you will hear a lot of no's this time of year. It's inevitable. People are busy. People are trying to pinch pennies to make the holidays work, right? And they're trying to put their money towards that and not towards their self-care, which we'll talk about in a second. But you've got to understand that those people will continue to watch you, which is why there's no better time than now to show up, right, and take care of yourself. Those people will continue to watch you, but even more than that, those people will want to come to you after following your story and having you inspire them. They're going to want to come back to you when they're ready in the new year. So having their names written down in a tracker that's ready for January, super important. I do want to show you my new tracker that I did because it's a little different. So I made this cover, and I'll share this with you guys on the team page. Super, super simple. What I started with, though, is last year my tracker simply just was trackers. It was all trackers, okay? And I, back here, have a calendar for my blog, and then I have a calendar that you can't see on my desk, and then I have my planner. Like, I have a million calendars. And so what I did this year is I printed off my calendars for 2018 like this, but the first one is always going to be for like challenge groups and team stuff. And then the second calendar that I printed, it's blank right now, of course, is going to be for my blog articles. Now, you don't necessarily have a blog, so what could you put in there? You could do a workout calendar. You could do your posts that you want to do. If you're having a hard time coming up with posts, you can, like, just like I create my content ahead of time for my blogs, you could create, okay, today I'm going to talk about this recipe. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about this, Transformation Tuesday, whatever. And you could use a calendar, blank calendar, for that purpose to keep yourself organized. The third page of every month is always this, which I shared on the team page the other day. It says monthly challenge group, theme or name, start date, end date, your to-do list for it, and then potential challengers. So why did I add this into here this year? Well, I added it in because let's say in January I write down, 20 people who are potential challengers. And of those 20 people, only 5 people joined. Well, now I have 15 people that didn't join. So when I go to February, you're going to better believe that I'm going to re-ask those 15 people that didn't sign up. And then if those people don't join in February, then in March, I still have their names here. And so you always want to make sure that you're following back up with people. There are quite a bit of you on our team that have been asked to join either the business or join a challenge group probably for many months prior to you actually joining. I recently just had a coach sign up that I've been talking to her religiously, you guys, since February. And you know what? If I was annoying, so be it, because she finally joined, right? But it's important to follow up. So I put that in there so that I have that with me at all times. And then I divvied up enough trackers to get me through each month. And then you'll see, like, I skipped February, but then it goes on and it just repeats throughout. So how much did this cost me? I spent $14, but I got 2 of them made because it was too thick for a full year. So I made half the year and then the other half of the year. But if you just make, one for the first half of the year, it's like $7 or $8, guys. It's not expensive at all. I printed it myself and then took it. That's a money saving tip, because if you print it there, they'll jack the price up for sure. But I printed all the papers myself first, took it over there to UPS store, they bound it. But getting a tracker, you guys, is really important, especially if you're working the business side of things, okay? Next thing, so we have a planner, we have our tracker in place, we've got like our business is set up, okay? But again, let's get back to you. Before you can do anything in your business, you have to work on you, okay? There literally is nothing else. I thought I had a quote that I wrote down earlier. Sorry. There's literally, there's nothing you can do in this business if you don't start by taking care of you. That is the foundation. Self-care is the foundation of this business, okay? So figuring out first, before we even get to 2018, what are your workouts for the rest of 2017? For me, I can open up my calendar and I have them totally written out. Right now, I'm doing 80-day obsession this week, followed by chisel. Immediately after chisel is finished, I'm going into 21-day fix extreme, starting on, I think, December 4th it is, whatever that Monday is. Yep, December 4th. And then there's another little sneak peek of 80-day obsession. And then I'm going to take a break on, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. And then I'm going to wrap up the year with a 5-day yoga challenge that's in BOD now that I haven't done yet. And I've been wanting to do it. So that's what's getting me all the way through 2017? Do you know what you are doing every single day from here until the end of the new year? Okay, figure that out. That's my encouragement for you. Figure that out. The other thing is goal setting. Before you even look at 2018 and what you want to do in that year, I want you to spend the last part of 2017 going back. At the beginning of 2018 or of 2017, or maybe when you signed up as a coach, you set goals, right? If you weren't a part of Inspire Beauty right when the ball dropped in 2017, then maybe you didn't have some initial goals. Maybe this is a newer thing for you, right? So maybe you don't have any 2017 goals, but what would you want to do before the year is up? Or if you did set goals for 2017, what did you fall short on? Where is there a gap? And how can you fill that in while there's still time left in the year? Again, we don't need to wait. There's no better time than right now. So before 2017 is over, I encourage you to go look back at your goals. Not because we want to be depressed and be like, I didn't achieve any of that. Because this is what's really funny. Let's go back. I want to embarrass myself right now. Oh yeah, this is good. I'm going to read this verbatim, you guys. These are my goals from 2017. An elite 5-star team. We're not close. Pay off all debt. Nope. Save a date to be married. Almost. Earn more money in 1 week than I did as a teacher. I have yet to do that. And earn the 2018 SC trip. I did it! I did that one. One. Guys, I wrote down 5 goals, 5 big, big goals. And of those 5 business goals for myself, well, one was a life goal. A couple were life goals, actually. But of that, I've only hit 1. Am I a failure? Did my year suck? No, when I look back at this year, I'm like, dang, girl, you really rocked it. But I didn't hit these goals. I missed it. But I'm working towards them. And one day I will hit all of those. And so I'm not worried about it because I'm doing the right things. The new things I'd like to try. Whole30, okay, I tried that. Saving money. I would really love to try doing that better. Stand-up paddleboarding in the ocean. Nope, didn't do that. Not yet. And it's really cold, so I'm not going to do that here anytime soon. Places to visit this year that I wrote down. Washington, D.C. Nope. DCI. Yeah. WGI. No. Monterey Bay Aquarium. No. Another country. No. In Miami or the Keys. No. So like, again, guys, you see, like I did this. I sat down at the beginning of 2017 and I wrote down what I truly wanted to do with this year. And as I sit here in the last 2 months, first of all, it doesn't mean that I can't do any of these things. I don't give up. I don't stop working. But I also see now where I can maybe tweak and adjust for 2018. And then I can see where I missed the mark. Like, how come I wasn't able to pay off all my debt? How come, what happened that our team didn't end up becoming elite 5-star, right? And so all those things I can then kind of reflect on. And so this is my favorite time of year because it's such a reflective time for me. I get to sit back. I get to see, where I am super proud of myself and where I know there's room for improvement. And then I can just only make it better from here, right? And so I encourage you guys all to do that as well in your lives. But check out those goals from 2017 or whenever the last time you set goals are, or the last time you set goals, and then go ahead and see how you're doing with that. Let me read this from Mary. I also wrote 5 goals and met 1, maybe 2 will get met next year. Yeah, see? Exactly. And I used to be the type of goal setter that if I didn't hit my goals, you guys, I would paralyze myself, meaning I would just stop. I would shut down. I wouldn't set goals again. I'd be so mad at myself. And when I say I used to be like this, I'm not talking like 10, 20 years ago. I'm talking like 2 years ago. Like, this is a newer thing for me to be okay with not hitting my goals. The phrase, you're a failure, is something that I've told myself for much of my life. I've embedded those words into my head, and now I have to work really diligently to not tell myself that anymore. It's not easy because there's still days where I want to say that to myself. But understanding that it's a reflection and that I can move forward and that I am further along in all of those areas than I was at this time last year, I can be proud of myself. And so if you don't write them down, you can't even look back. Like, I love, Mary, that you can look back and you can be like, yeah, okay, I did this, because it kind of makes it fun. It's a fun activity. Okay, so then obviously you want to set goals for 2018 at some point. So I encourage you first to look and reflect back on the year. And then I encourage you to look forward and see, where can I stretch myself? Where can I push my boundaries? And guys, I'm not just talking necessarily business or workout or, fitness, self-care, all that stuff. I'm talking in all capacities. Where can you stretch your relationships? Where can you stretch your spiritual journey? There was a long period of my life where I didn't really know anything about my spiritual journey. And so I worked on, let me figure out what that looks like for me. And if that looks like, a meditative practice, if that looks like getting into a church, if that looks like, who knows, studying a different religion, whatever that looks like. But that's one that we tend to kind of push back on the back burner. And I think that one's super important because it's a connectedness. What else? Relationships, spirituality. I'm drawing a blank on life areas. Help me out, guys. How you can grow personally. What can you do? What can you learn this year? What are some goals for maybe something you really want to learn about, or financial goals, maybe something with adventure involved, right? So I encourage you to look at all of those categories. And then this is really fun. So on December 4th, our Zoom that Monday night, we are going to learn how to create vision boards. Okay. So we're going to learn or dream boards, whatever you want to call them. And it's so fun. It's super fun. And so I have the whole year, I've had my vision board, my dream board up here. And there's, again, it's embarrassing because it's a lot of what you heard from there that didn't happen. But I get to look at it every day. Every day when I sit down to work, I look at it. I'm like, okay, this is what I'm working for. This is what I'm working towards. And it's fun. And it can be anything you want. The sky's the limit for your visions and your dream boards. So we're going to learn how to do that and begin crafting that on December 4th. And then it's going to be super fun. I really think so. On December 18th, you guys, that Monday night Zoom, we're going to share them live. So you'll have 2 weeks. This is totally the teacher in me. You'll have 2 weeks to finish your vision dream board for 2018. And then you'll share them with the team on the 18th. I'm super excited for that. So that's you. That's where I think, and I wanted to spend a lot of my time on you and on how you can focus on the prep that goes into taking care of yourself and transitioning into a new year, because I think that that's so important. Again, that's the foundation. But let's talk about inspiring others. So while you're doing all this, you guys, you have, and this is for people who are building their business, people who are discount coaches, quote unquote, people who aren't even discount coaches, this is for literally everyone. If you can move your body, if you can take your story and you can inspire someone else with it, then why not? That's it's not like you have that privilege to do that. You know what I'm saying? And because we're healthy enough that we can physically move our bodies, there's not a single person on our team that isn't healthy enough that they can't at least do something to take care of their body. We need to inspire others, right? There are so many people in this world that can't physically move their body, that are sick because they have cancer or are on serious medications to treat illness, and they can't move their bodies, right? And so it is our duty to do that for those that can't, A, and B, to inspire others to be able to move their bodies too, so that they don't get to a point like that. Or if they ever do get to a point like that, they know that there are other people out there that they can lean on for support. So share it, guys. When you do your workout every day, talk about it. Share your transformations that are unfolding. Talk about what you're eating this week and why you're choosing to eat that. Talk about the way you're feeling. Talk about, a lot of you guys are reading personal development this month. Excuse me. And I love it. But talk about it. What are you learning in your personal development? Share quotes. Share aha moments, okay? Because here's the deal. You can inspire someone from your behavior right now. You can inspire someone to take action in 2018. And that is so special, you guys. I don't think you understand the power sometimes in what sharing our journey and sharing our story beyond just the walls of Inspire Beauty can do. So I encourage you to share it. Okay. Another thing you can do to inspire others this time of year is to buddy up. This is a really great time to, rather than have happy hour, go and say, hey friends, let's do a sweat date, right? A Little Obsessed is a great time because that's launching in January. So you could pull a friend in with you and say, hey, there's this new workout that I'm trying out this week. It's only up this week. And then it goes away because it's actually coming out in January. You want to try it out with me? It's 30 minutes, right? Buddy up with people. Okay, be their support. Be their support system. The other thing is you can get your kids, if you are a parent, you can get your kids involved, other family members or household members that live with you, using double time, using the partner workout. Again, great things. Like, on Thanksgiving, when everybody's like stuffing themselves, what if you and a family member did double time before you, like stuffed yourself crazy, right? Wouldn't that be kind of cool? That you could say, wow, we did a partner workout together. So keep those things in mind. You might not think of yourself as a role model in fitness or as a role model in healthy living, but you are. The second that you inspire one other person to come along with you, you're a role model, right? And that's the whole reason we are called Inspire Beauty, because we want to actively inspire others through our journeys, right? And if you keep yourself closed off and you don't talk about it and you don't share it with other people and you don't do it with other people, then you're not really embracing the essence of what we are, right? It's not called Sell Shakeology, #sell Beachbody on Demand. That's not the name of our team. It's called Inspire Beauty. So I really want to encourage you guys, how in the last little bit of 2017 can you inspire others to be a better, brighter, shinier version of themselves? The Bodathon that Amanda, awesome idea, came up with, I'm so excited about it. That is such an awesome opportunity to inspire other people, to show them the day after Thanksgiving, look at what we are doing. Look what our community of Inspire Beauty is doing. And you can spark conversation, you guys, not just about Beachbody on Demand and the different workouts you did that day, but you can also spark conversation about our community and how we all came together from all different places around the United States to do this. One day, all together, encourage each other, challenge each other, and just do it because we know we can, right? So that's an excellent opportunity to also inspire other people. Keep in mind too, guys, and I love saying this, I love reminding people, the majority of our team are not business builders. So when you're like, oh, I don't want to invite anybody to join our team because I'm not a business builder. Well, I get that. But remember, the majority of people on our team simply just want a community of women to be surrounded by that can encourage and support them, right? And so imagine, that when you have these conversations, it's not so much about joining this business, it's more about joining a club or joining a community, joining a group of friends, right? And so just wanted to say that on the side. And then free groups. So some of you run free groups. Think about what your market needs this time of year. When you're inspiring people through a free group community, and I don't want to say free groups and thinking of them as challenge groups, I almost want you to think of it like just a page on Facebook that you plug people into and you just keep pouring more and more people into in order to inspire others to take care of themselves, right? And so think about what does your market need? Do they need a water challenge this month? I don't know. I don't think my market needs that. Do they need a clean eating challenge? I don't know. I'm not sure if they need that. But maybe like my market, definitely as we get closer to Thanksgiving, like I said, I'm very reflectful. So I always run a planks and thanks challenge where we can talk through gratitude and we can do a little fun plank challenge. And so that's what I like to do. In December, I'm planning on doing 5 days of Fitness again. I did that last year and it's just fun. It's a fun way for people to have some good workouts, stress relief during the holidays. And I plug in fun holiday recipes and holiday drink concoctions and desserts and things like that so that people can feel like they're enjoying the time of the year, but also not going overboard, right? Because that's kind of my market. I like to talk about that balance. So those are all my ways of inspiring others along with your journey as we prepare to get into 2018. But how can you pay it forward? First of all, you need to know what's happening in November and December. Do you have a plan for a November challenge group that you're hosting or plugging people into? And same thing in December. If somebody reaches out to you and says, hey, what's this thing you're doing? Do you know where you could plug them into if you are not physically running a challenge group? And I'd encourage you to consider running a challenge group. But if you're not there yet, do you have a place and a space that if somebody asked you, you'd be able to say, yeah, I actually have this thing happening on December 4th, okay? So for me, we've got the Prepare to be Obsessed group happening, and then I'll have one more group happen in December. And then moving forward, you want to plan out your January groups now. So I don't know the name of it yet because I haven't thought that far. But like right here, it's perfect. Guys, did you realize that January 1st is on a Monday this year? It's like the perfect storm. So January 1st on a Monday. So my new year, whatever group it's going to be called, is going to start right on January 1st on that Monday. But then down here is the 80-day obsession launch. So I'm already preparing for that, right? And so you've got to know, like, where can I be inviting people to throughout the holidays if they see my story, they're inspired by my journey, and they want to get in somewhere. Creating canned responses. I shared that with the team a couple weeks ago, but canned responses, guys, are game changers. And I've been sharing my canned responses that I use in Gmail with you guys. So check out on the team page. I've been sharing them as I go. But a canned response is really a time saver, and you can send that information out to people throughout the holidays, creating an application for any January groups, creating an event page so you can build interest around it. Again, if you don't know about, if you're hesitant about running a January group, reach out on the team page and see who can I buddy up with, who can I co-run one with, right? Team up with other coaches. It's so much better together, okay? Begin your conversations now with people. Don't wait till January 1st or December 31st to be like, okay, I want to run a challenge group. I'm going to start talking to people. At that point, guys, it's a little late, right? You want to be ahead of the game. You want to already have your mind thinking a little bit forward for the new year. So if that's on your radar and you think you'd really love to jump in at the new year for that, start talking to people now. Not talking to people about your challenge group. No. Because I don't message people and say, hey, want to join my challenge group? That's not how I get Success Club every month. How I get Success Club every month and how I always have people to add in and talk to is because I'm always talking to people, just asking them, hey, girl, how are you? Oh my gosh, I saw you got married. Congratulations. Hey, your dog is so cute. I love him. What's his name? Having real conversations. And then if it transitions to an invite, that's awesome. And then keep growing your network, you guys. Grow your network. Continue to add friends into your pipeline so that by the time, January hits, these people have been following you and seeing you for a while now, because you never freaking know who is watching you. You really don't, guys. You have no clue. So, guys, I hope that kind of helped in terms of just getting your mind kind of in a place where you can start thinking about 2018, because I love it. I love a brand new, fresh start. I love a new year. I love just all the possibility that come with it, okay? So I am going to take any questions, comments, concerns from the peanut gallery. Any questions for me, guys? Anything you want to add? Can't tell if Mary's maybe typing or not. I'm getting ready to take Wyatt back to his mom's house right now because they fly back tonight. And I'm so excited because taking care of 2 dogs is really tiring. Looking forward to finishing the year strong. Yes, 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 yes. And it just feels good to finish a year off strong and not have to wait, right? All right, guys, let's take a picture real quick. Let me get my screen ready, and then I will let you guys go. All right, everybody smile. Mary, you're not smiling. 3, 2, 1. Yay, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being on live. Have a great rest of your night, guys. Mwah.